All right, guys, welcome back. So it's been a while since we have looked at TSLA, Tesla. So this is a daily chart of Tesla. This is what I'm watching. So we know this breakout area from last, where was it? November, after election. This was the area where it struggled and then it broke out and we had a super crazy rally up to 488, took out its all-time highs. And now, ever since, we have been having this downtrend. Ever since the stock hit 480, it's been in a downtrend, okay? And it is still in a downtrend. So we have pointed out last time we talked about these two levels of a gap were pretty much first one came after the earnings, second one came after basically election. So all of this move after election, it's just purely hype. Trump is gonna do this, that, and everything and anything for the Mr. Musk, and this was the whole thing. Price getting pretty much ahead of itself. Now we are back to reality, where basically market has to price in everything, and their earnings, very recent earnings, showed as well that this stock probably right here, right now, does not worth $500 or $450. I was comparing it with three other $1 trillion capitalization stocks, such as TSM, Broadcom, and the story, if you take a look at just purely based on earnings, okay? It just does not look good for Tesla. Revenue, okay. Revenue growth, 1%. There's no revenue growth. Gross profits, lowest among all these three. Operating income, the lowest all among these three. So if you have to pay for any asset out there, especially if you want to own $1 trillion asset, well, Tesla is not the best one among these three. Again, this is just purely my opinion. If I have to pay $1 trillion, which is what you are doing. So if you are paying for Tesla $360 levels right now, $361 per share, you're essentially paying for Tesla $1 trillion. This is how much you're paying. This is how much you're buying it for. Is it cheap? Is it expensive? For me, I think it's crazy expensive if you compare it to other names that are valued at the same valuation. But again, Tesla is just a brand, okay? And what they're gonna do with whatever, I mean, if you have watched their last earnings, so 2025, they said it's going to be a little bit rough, I think. And 2027 will be, what did they say? Pretty epic. And then 2028, what did they say? I forgot that, but it was just funny. But anyway, they didn't give any numbers. That's what people were disappointed with. There's no numbers whatsoever. But here's what I'm watching. Three scenarios. Number one, either this stock finds some sort of a support here, tries to push towards this trend line. Unless this stock breaks this trend line to the upside and at the same time trades above its 50-day moving average, which is at the moment $400 level, I'm not going to be watching this name to the upside because momentum is to the downside. I follow the price. So far, price in a downtrend, you can see lower highs, lower lows so far. Today's price action was new low so far from this high. So if it keeps coming down, I do think that it can come down, test its 200-day moving average. But so this is number one. Either it breaks out. Number two, it just chops around until option expiration of February 21st, 2025, which is next 2 weeks. Or maybe it will try to attempt to rally and then maybe it just chop around. You can do something like this easily. And then after option expiration, we have a downside move all the way to 200-day moving average. Or we'll just keep coming down from here up until it hits this 200-day moving average, where I will consider to trade it to the upside, maybe some sort of a relief bounce or something like that. But so far, this stock from its highs declined. How much is it down? Last time I was saying 15%, but today it's so far 24%, 25%. So if you think it is a discount, again, this is your money, this is your decision. You got to do your own due diligence and pretty much consult your financial advisor, CPA, whoever you have. But for me, this stock is in a downtrend. This is not a financial advice. These videos are purely for entertainment purposes only. I'm watching Tesla to the downside, neutral to the downside, unless it gets back above it. But so far, does not look bullish to me. But that's the update for TSLA. For those people who are asking what I'm watching it to the downside. Take care. Peace.